What's going on? Mike Sports Vibes. Thank you for vibing with me. Good morning to each and every one of y'all. God bless to each and every one of y'all. Hopefully you're having a wonderful day, a wonderful week. If not, hopefully your day gets better. Keep faith in God, and I know it will get better. You know what I mean? All right, now I want to say this as a big time Minnesota Viking fan, right? There's a lot of doubt with the Minnesota Viking fan base. I understand Carson Wentz is playing. Is a lot of people don't really want him playing, including like listen, no disrespect. I want my boy JJ McCarthy to play. I don't think that's disrespectful. I think that's just what I think that should happen because he's our I think he's our guy, right? He's the present and the future for the Vikings, right? There are some Viking fans feeling like the season is over because you know, it's a lot of mystery with the team. You know what I mean? You don't know how good JJ McCarthy would be when he finally comes back. We don't know if he's coming back against the Lions. Like all that is just everybody's opinion. Nobody knows when he's coming back. Cause I ain't listen, I'm not believing it until I get an announcement from the head coach saying that he's coming back against the Lions. But let's stick with this game right here, the Chargers. Shout out to Ron's opinion, don't matter. Appreciate you vibing with your boy. Appreciate it, appreciate it, appreciate it. So, all right. So, right now, as a Viking fan, what's going on, Purple? Salute to you, man. Thank you so much, man, for the super chat, man. Appreciate it. Purple's in the building. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. I God bless to you and your family. Thank you so much, man. Y'all don't know how much that means to me. Thank you so much. Just y'all being in the chat is enough for me. But thank you so much. I really, 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 really appreciate it. Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate it. All right, so as a Viking fan, I'm Mr. Positive for the most part, right? Yeah, I talk that talk, but I'm Mr. Positive for most of the time, right? And I gotta be the I gotta be the guy to tell Viking fans right because there's a lot of Viking fans that are just kind of like done with the season. They just feel like the season is over with. We're a 500 team. Yes, we're in last place. Yes, it hasn't looked the best, and I will admit to that, right? But at the same time, it ain't over until the season's over. We can barely get into the playoffs and make a run. A team that's doing good right now can lose in the first round in the playoffs. It just depends, bro. It just depends on matchups and what team gets hot at the right time. And I'm happy that we're starting to get healthy now. Like our offensive line, Christian Darrisaw, Brian O'Neill are two tackles. Will Fries, Donovan Jackson are healthy. The only one that hasn't played is Ryan Kelly with the concussion. So, and we don't really know who the center is going to be. Is it Brando? Is it Jurgens? But my whole thing is this: we have four of our five starters back, and I think that's pretty darn healthy. So I feel like they're getting healthy at the right time. Even Blake Cashman's healthy. Waiting for Andrew Van Ginkel to finally come back, but we'll see. You can't really rush a neck injury, but for the most part, the Vikings team is healthy, and of course JJ McCarthy, right? For the most part, we're healthy, and I just feel like right now, as Viking fans, we need to come together. I mean, you could have your own opinion, say the season's over. That's your opinion, but I just feel like right now it ain't over until it's over. That's how I look at it. And yes, this game against the Chargers is a must win in my opinion. It's a must win in so many different reasons. We're in last place in our division. There's only so much there's only so much time you have to stay afloat to be close to try to either win your division or to get into the playoffs. Our division is stacked. From when you talk about the Packers, the Lions that just beat the Buccaneers, even the Bears, everybody is pretty darn good. There's no bad teams in our division, regardless of what any Viking fan feels. Oh, the Lions suck. It's not true. Oh, the Packers suck. It's not true. Oh, the Bears suck. It's not true. So there's there's only how many games left? Not that many games left, right? So it's like we can't keep losing, and we got to stay afloat and stay close to the top teams in our division. So that's why I'm like, this has to be a must win because the Chargers, yes, they have some good pieces. I'm gonna get to the chat shortly. Yes, they have some good players. Justin Herbert's a very good quarterback in my eyes, but he's going to throw that ball up, and we just have to capitalize on the turnovers. We just have to capitalize on the turnovers. It is what it is, right? We have to capitalize on getting turnovers and on top. So defense got to play a lot better and just get interceptions and get the sack. Get the guy on the ground. Jonathan Grenard, I'm calling you out. You don't got one sack this whole season. It is what it is. You got to step your game up. Regardless of how many quarterback hits you have, regardless of how many times you get to the quarterback, you got to finish the job and get him on the ground, right? And and then when you go to turnovers, for us, Carson Wentz got to take care of the dang on football. Period. Carson Wentz has to take care of the football. You can't throw two interceptions in the first half. You're putting us behind. Luckily, we still took the L against the Eagles, but luckily the Eagles offense wasn't really going all crazy on us because we could have got blown out in the first half. And luckily our defense held it down in that first half. It was the second half where it was just like it was just too much to overcome. And then we have to, when we get to the red zone, we have to finish with a TD, not all these dang on field goals. Let me get to the chat real quick. I got a lot of people in the building. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. We have, you're welcome, man. Thank you so much. Morning, Mike. God bless you, bro. God bless to you, bro. It's clear that Carson's floor is higher than Brosmer. And on a short week with the starter injured, the career backup is the best choice to start. It's all good. Yeah, it's all good. We going to just take one game at a time. And like I said, I'm cheering for whoever the quarterback is. And y'all know my feelings about JJ McCarthy. I just want him to play and just to grow as a player. But we'll wait until he's healthy. And when he gets on that field, I know he's going to prove a lot of doubters wrong. But right now, I can't even focus on JJ McCarthy. I got to focus on who's playing on the field right now. And that is Carson Wentz as the quarterback. So Carson Wentz has to do a better job without turning the ball over. You can't turn the ball over. Like, it's enough that some of the passes are not the most accurate. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you can't throw interceptions back to back like that. A pick six, you can't. You can't. So, but yeah, sorry, Mike. I told you Wentz would play. Yeah, and I'm blaming you, Prods, because you spoke it into existence. So all the people that speaking all this negative stuff into existence. Now I'm not trying to say that's negative. That's not right to say. I ain't gonna say Carson Wentz is negative. I take that back. But all the people that's putting all this stuff in the atmosphere, we got to start being optimistic a little bit. Next game, JJ McCarthy will start. Let's just start saying that. I'm gonna start saying it myself. But Carson Wentz, we're gonna see. But I blame you, Prods, because you said it. You said it. The Wentz should start for the rest of the season. Crowd is sure quiet. Man, no disrespect to all the people that think that Wentz should start for the rest of the season. Let me not even say what I'm about to say. I'm not even going to say it. I'm just going to say I disagree with you. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say it, what I was about to say. Respectfully, I disagree with you. You know what I'm saying? 11 games. So we got 11 games left. The season is about to be over, y'all. So that's why I'm kind of like, I'm not saying I want to rush JJ McCarthy to come back, but at the same time, I want him to play at least 5 games prior to the playoffs, prior to the season ending. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. People should know Wentz isn't good. He's been on, man. He has his moments. He has his moments, and people get so carried away. They have first of all, they try to make it seem like every backup. I think it's Viking fans. We think every backup is going to be a Sam Darnold. It's not going to happen, bro. Sam Darnold was a rarity. That doesn't happen. The man was considered a bust prior to come to the Vikings. Sam Darnold came to the Vikings and he looked amazing. I got to keep it real. That doesn't happen usually. Got us and helped us get 14 wins last year. That doesn't happen. Not every backup, I'm sorry to tell Viking fans, is going to be another Sam Darnold or a guy that you wouldn't expect to be that good. It's not going to happen. You know what I mean? So I'm just being honest. Because they will it be miracle, then let the right. But you know what? Backup. I think my bull said in the comments. He said that I think it was Prods. I don't know who said it, but they said maybe we should go after Case Keenum. I think Case Keenum is on the Bears. But I will say this, and I was talking to one of my homies, right? I feel like the backup quarterback position is by far one of the most important positions in football. And I was saying this all off season, and I kept on saying it for a reason. And it's not, hindsight is 2020. I know we just got Carson Wentz in the building. He's played pretty good in some games and pretty bad in other games. He's a backup. But I truly feel like we got to stop sleeping on the backup position at the quarterback position. It's important because you just never know. You know what I mean? The Houston Rockets, and oh my gosh, that game was amazing. That went to double overtime. Durant and what's the one Bull's name? The power forward for the Rockets was amazing. SGA had a great game. It was amazing time. It was amazing NBA game. Double overtime, two of the best teams in the West. That's amazing. And the Sixers played today, so I will be live for that game. Sixers versus Celtics today. QB2 is the leads make those mistakes. So I wasn't surprised at Carson. Yeah, I wasn't surprised. It still is frustrating. Yeah, we're gonna keep it real. I was frustrated, but what it is for me is not even just the mistakes, it's how the mistakes happen. It's like the linebacker was right, and I know I'm not on the field, so I can't see what he's seeing. But literally, the linebacker was right there, and he threw it right to the linebacker, and he intercepted. I wish the linebacker couldn't catch, but he caught the ball, ran in for a pick six. But that other interception was absolutely a forced throw. It was unnecessary. That's why I hope that JJ McCarthy, when he does come back, yes, he's going to make his mistakes. I hope when he comes back, he throws the ball away. Like, there's nothing wrong with throwing the ball away sometimes. Like, that can help you because you can end up messing up and throwing a pick six or an interception or just anything can happen. One of your offensive linemen can get hurt because they're trying to block for you all over the dang on place when you can just dead the play. The plays are no go. Just throw the ball away. And I hope, and that's what I love about some of the young quarterbacks. If they learn that, because it's not all about percentage. You know what I mean? Everybody goes by the percentage. What matters at the end of the day is the dub. Doesn't matter, oh, I was 30 of 30. No. Like, listen, bro, you might have to throw the ball a couple of times away. It is what it is. Is he really going to play McCarthy against the we're gonna speak it into existence, Prods. I'm not gonna say I don't know. I don't, I don't got the connections, but I'm gonna say and I'm gonna speak it into existence that he will play. Do I honestly know? No, I don't know. But I'm gonna be optimistic. You know what I mean? Um, does KOC want us to lose? You know what though? I look at it like this: Max Brosmer, like my bull said in the comments, he might not be close to being ready. You know what I mean? So even though we want Max Brosmer to play, it can be bad. It can be even worse than Carson Wentz. I know that's hard to believe sometimes, but at the end of the day, what if it's worse than Carson Wentz? But then the positive note, what if it's really good? But that's another issue though, because then Viking fans are going to start thinking Max Brosmer should be the starting quarterback instead of JJ McCarthy. So it's so many factors, bro. So many factors. That defense is nothing special right now. Everyone is injured in the secondary. Baker struggled more than they did good. Also, who cares that the team he plays, he going to have to play good teams regular. That's true. And exactly. He's going to have to play our division. The Lions, if listen, he's the future he's the present and future quarterback of the Vikings. I don't think his mindset is I'm scared to go against division rivals. You're going to have to face the Lions twice. You're going to have to face the Packers twice, and you're going to have to face the Bears twice. It is what it is. You can't be scared. That should make you want to go against those teams and beat them because those are the teams that's going to stand in our way to win our division. So I hope that motivates him, and I think it will. But we just got to get the man healthy. That's the number one thing right now is to get him healthy. Now that our offensive line is almost healthy, I feel like this is and hopefully, knock on wood, everybody stays healthy after this Chargers game. And when JJ McCarthy comes back, be healthy. That's all. What up? Well, let's go. What up? Cruising. Well, into the game. Yeah. That was purple. Yeah. Man, I'm so happy the NBA is back though. I am so happy. It's good to see basketball back, man. And even hockey. If you're a hockey fan, hockey's back. For me, I'm a baseball fan as well. Baseball didn't end the best for me because my Phillies always fall apart when it matters the most, it seems like. And in typical Phillies fashion, they look good all season long, win the division, and then they lose in the playoffs in the first round. That's what happens every year, it seems like, at this point. Not every year, but more often than not, it seems like. But yeah, you got to throw him out there, though. And I look at it like this, though, bro. Like, he going to have to learn. Like, if he's healthy, what are we waiting for at this point? Because I look at it like this: if he's healthy and you bench and you don't want him playing because Carson Wentz for the whole entire season, and then what we wasted a whole nother year, bro. So that'd be 2 seasons without him having any experience really, besides 2 games, and then you go to the third season and you better. And then what happens? More pressure is going to be on him to be good because then he's going to have to really. He has to make his mistakes now. I look at it like this. Like this season, listen, I still want to make the playoffs, but he has to get in and make his mistakes now. That's how I look at it right now. And learn from his mistakes. Oh wow. Uh, I'm trying to skip some of y'all. I'm trying to read y'all comments. Also, we have yeah, mini buy, play Thursday. Yes. Yeah, preparation. Yeah, we should be all right. I don't know if are we home against the. I'm not trying to think ahead because we got to worry about the Chargers, and I'm about to get into details about the Chargers and everything. But are we home or are we away? Against the Lions, I gotta look that up. Why would we still go with Carson Wentz? He can't throw except a pick or in the dirt. Hey, listen. Um, we got to go with what the coach does, bro. I don't know. I mean, I get your frustrations, and trust me, I'm with you. But at the end of the day, we have no power in the matter. We have no power in the matter. And like my mindset is, I want to see JJ McCarthy. But what? But at the end of the day, he might be hurt still. I'm pretty sure he is hurt, and maybe they just didn't think it'll be a good game for him to play because of preparation and just being prepared. And they were just like, all right, let's just wait until he has a full like week of practice with no hiccups and just to make sure he's definitely healthy. I don't know. But Carson Wentz did have some good moments. You know, what I mean, he wasn't absolutely terrible every game he played. I'm trying to be positive over here, y'all. Y'all messing up what I'm trying to think of. Y'all messing it up right now, man. I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying not to think about the negatives about Carson Wentz, but at the same time, I understand y'all frustrations. I do. I do. Because I said on my short, I said I don't want to see him play another game in the Minnesota Viking uniform. I said it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna cap. But at the same time, I can't. It is what it is. Our guy is hurt right now, so we're gonna have to wait. Brother looked great against backups, but mostly yeah. CFL trying out for even JJ McCarthy is out there. KOC will handcuff him. You know what? We're gonna see, and that's why I'm holding my true opinion about KOC until we see JJ McCarthy back on that field. Because we can say that KOC doesn't know what he's doing and all that, but I gotta see what he does with JJ McCarthy. That's the most important. I will say this, and I said this before. I feel like JJ McCarthy can make every throw. I feel like JJ McCarthy is big time. I think it's more play calling than talent. And that's really what it is. I'm not trying to take no accountability away from JJ, but he's going to make mistakes. But I truly feel like it's play calling. But let me get to the Chargers versus Vikings. This game should be a win, but it's any given Sunday, and the Chargers, they're not a bad team. So I'm not going to sit here and cap and be like, oh, they're not a good team. They're a pretty darn good team. The Chargers have a very good offense. They're fourth in total offense in the whole entire NFL. The Chargers are very good offensively, and they got some good wide receivers, and they got good tight ends. And their running back, Omarion Hampton, got hurt. He's out for the season, but still, they have a very good offense. They're number 3 in passing offense in the whole entire NFL, right? In total offense, they're number 4. So this is a very good offense. And hold on, let me see. Passing offense, they're number 3. Rushing offense, they're not the best because Omarion Hampton did get hurt. I believe they're like, where are they at? They're down. Chargers. Yeah, Chargers are number 16, so they're not the best rushing team. And when it comes to scoring offense, they're a little bit down there as well. But in total offense, they're pretty darn good. And the players that I'm nervous about the most, if I was to say that I'm nervous about any players, is Keenan Allen, their wide receiver. Justin Herbert, he's the quarterback. He's very talented. I like him at quarterback, but at the same time, he'll throw those passes because his arm, he has a cannon. He can make any throw, right? But sometimes he's not the most accurate quarterback, and he will give you opportunities to intercept the ball. So That's why I said when we have the opportunity to get the ball, I don't want to see every ball uh, pat it down, pass defendant and just knock to the ground. I want to see someone try to intercept the dang on ball. Like real talk. Like because he's going to throw a couple of those passes to Keenan Allen, and I truly feel like if that's the case, we got to capitalize on that. Now, another wide receiver that I think is big time on the Chargers is I like Lad McConkey. Is that how Conkey? I think he's pretty darn good. And Quentin Johnson is a good wide receiver as well. So they got some wide receivers, man. They got three wide receivers that you have to look out for. And then you got to go, and then their tight end, what's his name? Gaston the second. I like him a lot as well. Super athletic tight end. And that is what I'm nervous about, the tight end position in Keenan Allen, because I remember when Keenan Allen was on the Bears, he cooked Byron Murphy the whole entire game, bro. I forgot what game it was. Do y'all remember that game? And Byron Murphy was talking all this trash, bro. Byron Murphy was talking all this trash, and he was getting cooked the whole entire game. Do y'all remember that game last season? Keenan Allen, I don't care how old he is, that man is still a very good wide receiver. And he's leading the Chargers in receiving yards. And they have three players on this team that can really destroy the secondary. And I think this will be a bounce back game for the Vikings. But we gotta listen. We gotta be able to contain their wide receivers and tight ends, and don't turn the ball over. And also, that's number one. Do not turn the ball over. But also, we have to, as a defense, get to Justin Herbert, bro. I need to see some sacks, bro. For real. But shout out to everybody. Blade Runners in the building. No matter the quarterback, they got to lean into the run game. And, oh, that's a big one. Blade Runner, good morning to you, bro. That is a big one. And I'm surprised I didn't say it, but thank you for saying it, bro. Running the ball, establishing the run. Jordan Mason, Jordan Mason, Jordan Mason. And also Aaron Jones or Xavier Scott, whoever. If Aaron Jones comes back, I hope to see him because I feel like Aaron Jones, especially with our offensive line being almost healthy, they're going to make some holes for him, and he's going to be. I think he's going to be a good change of pace back. And we gotta run the rock. We gotta run the ball. And will KOC run the ball enough against the Chargers to keep the Chargers pass rush honest? Well, we'll see. When it comes to the Chargers defense, I'm not like nervous about them at all. I'm not nervous at all about their defense. They're the middle pack defense right now. They're the 13th overall in total defense. When it comes to passing defense, they are, let's see, they're top 10, so that's pretty good. When it comes to rushing defense, the Chargers are they're 19. So this should be a team that we should be able to run on. We should be able to establish the run on this team. If we can't establish the run on this team, at least do the dink and don't passes. That's kind of like the run game, 5 yards here, 10 yards here, whatever, bro. But you got to get these short yardage and make it easy for Carson Wentz on third downs. I don't want to see a constant third and long. I don't want to see third and 10s, third and 13s. I don't want to see that constantly. I want to see third and short, if anything, because that opens up the whole playbook where you can maybe run the ball for a first down. Maybe you can be in shotgun formation and run the ball, a draw play or whatever, or just whatever. It just opens up the playbook. But I just hope we don't get Carson Wentz in trouble by having these third and longs and we're sitting here looking at Carson Wentz throw the ball 50 times. And that's on play calling. That's on KOC. So I will hold KOC accountable if we don't run the ball. One of our running backs better have 20 rushing attempts. One of the running backs on our team better have 20 rushing attempts in this game. At least 20 rushing attempts. At least, bro. And that's not even a lot. That's not even a lot, bro. Give me at least 20. Give me at least 20. Yeah, we need to get this O-line up running block. Yeah, better too. We had 23 run attempts and like 10 to 15 short passes that are basically the same as run. We trying to be balanced. Yeah. Shout out to Two Evil in the building. Chargers O-line is decimated. If Flores can scheme a good game, then the Chargers are going to lose regardless. And you know what, though? I love what you said. I love that. But I look at it like this. Listen, I know this sounds crazy because I know our defense got destroyed versus the Eagles in that second half. I'm more concerned about the offense than the defense right now. Yes, I agree with you. Our defense needs to get after it, bro. Meaning get sacks. Jonathan Grenard he doesn't have one sack this whole entire season. I need a big game from Jonathan Grenard. I want to see a big game from Dallas Turner. I want to see a big game from Redmond. I want to see everybody just flourish and get some dang on, make some big plays. I want to see a big bounce back game from Isaiah Rodgers, Byron Murphy. I'm missing somebody that's very important. Maybe a Theo Jackson interception, maybe a Harrison Smith interception. I don't care. I just want a turnover, and I want us to get to Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert is a dual threat quarterback. People just look at his arm and, oh, he has a big arm. Yes, he has a big arm. But that man will scramble for a first down. That man will run for a first down. So we have to be careful with Justin Herbert when it comes to him running out of the pocket and getting 10 yards off from his legs. We got to be careful with that. Must win. Why? There's nothing on the line. Team won't even make the playoffs. Well, I look at it like this. Just hope to even have a chance. Just hope to have even a chance to even make the playoffs. If they're going to make the playoffs, it has to be. We only got a few games left. So if you're going to lose these games when we're already in last place in our division, we have no hope. We'll have no hope if we keep losing these games. We don't have enough time. Before you know it, we'll be in week 15. The season's almost over. The season's going by quick. I don't know if people understand. This season is going by quick. And you want to know why it's going by quick for me? I'm just going to tell you why for me. Because I was expecting to see my guy. So the season is fun regardless, right? But I'm very disappointed because I wanted to see my guy out there, bro. I am cheering for JJ. That's what it's going fast, man. This season, yes, has some joyful moments, especially week 1. Especially against the Bengals. But, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. We're not 0-6, but yeah, we're 3-3. The AFC is crowded with what's going on, Break Forever? Everybody that's in the building, make sure you double tap that screen, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Everybody is welcome to this YouTube channel, whether you're a Viking fan or not. Consider subscribing. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly mean that. Everybody is welcome to this YouTube channel. And I would say this, man, as a big-time Minnesota Viking fan, I know it sounds bad right now. It looks bad, I'll say. I'm not going to say sounds bad. It looks bad right now for the Vikings. We're 3-3. We're a 500 team. But I challenge Viking fans to be a little bit more optimistic. Why am I the one saying all this? I can't believe I'm the one saying this. But I challenge Viking fans to be a little bit more optimistic and think like this. Respectfully speaking, as a big-time Minnesota Viking fan, when we play the Chargers this Thursday night football, we'll be live on this channel. We will beat the brakes off the Chargers. Hey, listen, just be a little bit optimistic. Everybody, I understand. Just slow it down when it comes to the doubts. Slow it down. You're entitled to your own opinion, but just slow it down. Wait until we're at least week 12. Wait until week 12, and then we'll go from there when it comes to the season being over. Right now, it's still up in the air, bro. The season is still up in the air. You know what I mean? But I get the frustrations. I'm not coming at anybody. I'm just saying I get the frustrations. But if it's me to be the most optimistic fan, the most delusional Viking fan of all time, I guess I will be that guy today. I will be the guy today. Justin Herbert might be the last to get a Super Bowl. Justin Herbert, I like him, though. I like him as a quarterback. I really do like Justin Herbert. I'm just imagining him with like a very, like, he would be good with a few different coaches, man. Like he's a good quarterback in my opinion. It's just injuries are hurting the Chargers, and Carson Wentz trash. The fact that they had Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones in the building last year and they both flourishing is yeah. I want to see Daniel Jones is actually in the MVP conversations. Like I said it once, I'm gonna say it again. Daniel Jones got the Colts. They're 6-1, y'all. That is the most, like, listen, I understand Sam Darnold's doing good. I ain't taking nothing away from Sam Darnold. But Daniel Jones, if you look at his numbers, bro, I'm not just talking about the passing yards. I'm talking about the rushing yards. That man's a dual threat. I am so impressed with Daniel Jones, and I gotta put respect on the Colts' name, especially Daniel Jones, because when Daniel Jones left the Vikings, I said the Colts were going to be in last place, and the Colts are in first, and they looking like they ain't gonna stop winning, bro. Unless and hopefully nothing happens with injuries. They look really good. They look like they can make. Listen, I know this might sound crazy. I got more faith in the Colts beating the Chiefs in the playoffs than I got in the Bills, the Texans, any team in the AFC right now. And the Ravens don't have a chance because Lamar Jackson's not playing either. But I have a lot of faith in the Colts right now. I think the Colts have a very good chance of knocking out the Chiefs in the playoffs. I know that the Chiefs are not in first in their division, but there's a lot more games left. But I got confident in the Colts right now. Look at the record of the team, other teams in the NFC. If you do some simple math, it's going to be pretty impossible for a team like ours to even make the playoffs. We'll see. Now, if we lose this game, listen, bro, I'm with you, bro. But we're a 500 team, and we just have to win our division. Our division, I mean, I understand it seems like it's over. We still have to play the Lions twice. That's 2 L's. If we beat the Lions twice, that's 2 L's for the Lions. We made up 2 games with the Lions. If we beat the Packers, we made up games with the Packers. So we still got a lot of division games. So that's why I'm still like keeping hope, especially if we beat the Chargers. It starts with beating the Chargers this Thursday. Who cares what they do in the regular season? Their problems are in the playoffs. Sam might win a playoff game, but then get bounced. Daniel Jones will struggle and likely lose. So you won't. So you want that, man? Honestly, what they doing right now, they might get bounced in the playoffs, but they're still having a great season. You know what I mean? They might get bounced. Anybody could get bounced. The playoffs is a whole different animal, but I gotta give them respect that they're playing outstanding football. Sam Darnold's playing terrific. Daniel Jones is playing terrific. Yes. I said this before. I said this to my homie yesterday. Yeah, they might get bounced, but guess who else is getting bounced? Josh Allen gets bounced. Lamar Jackson gets bounced. Because guess who's running the AFC still? The Chiefs. I don't care what their record is right now. Until they're not in the playoffs, none of these players are getting the Super Bowl until they get past Patrick Mahomes. So even Josh Allen is very good. He gets bounced all the time. Lamar Jackson gets bounced all the time. So they in the same boat with Daniel Jones. Everybody is technically in the same boat right now. Until you get past Patrick Mahomes, until the Chiefs take a step back and not make it to the AFC, get to the Super Bowl, hey, bro, everybody getting bounced. In the NFC right now, I hate to say it, as a Viking fan, the team that's running the NFC, and I hate to say this, is the Eagles. The Eagles are the defending champions. They're the best team right now in the NFC. They're better. They're the best team. I hate to say that, but yeah, anybody can get bounced. The playoffs, I always look at the playoffs as a whole nother season. Like the playoffs is a whole nother animal. Like the regular season is just team chemistry, be good enough just to get into the playoffs. Because you could be the number one defense in the whole regular season and then get bounced in the first round. Your defense looks like they trash against the right matchup, against the wrong matchup. So like them regular season stats don't mean nothing. And in the postseason means everything because you could be the number one offense in the regular season, and then your offense can't score in the playoffs. So, I mean, the playoffs is just a whole nother animal, bro. Season isn't over until you are eliminated, though. Team have made the playoffs at one. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That was brutal hit on wins by Carter. Yeah. Yes, this is a must win. Yeah, it's a must win. It's a must win, in my opinion. It's a must win. Yeah, most people had Herbert in their top 5 quarterbacks for years. And no, he's not top 5. No, he's not top 5. I ain't gonna put him top 5, but I do like him. I like him. He's definitely top 10 because I'm not putting him over. I'm not putting him over Patrick Mahomes. I'm not putting him over Josh Allen. I'm not putting him over Lamar Jackson. I'm not putting him over. Now this is when it starts to like. It's hard to pick after this. I'm gonna put Jalen Hurts there. He's a champion. I got Jalen Hurts and Joe Burrow, but Joe Burrow always hurt, bro. Joe Burrow is so gifted, but he's always hurt. Joe Burrow stay hurt. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know what the Bengals need to do, and I know they can't control injuries, right? But what the Bengals need to do is they need to draft offensive linemen in every round. Just draft offensive linemen to protect Joe Burrow. Make sure that man is upright because Joe Burrow is debatably top 3 quarterback in the NFL when he's healthy. That's how much respect I got for Joe Burrow. That man is good. He gets hurt every year. If it's not every year, it's every other year. That man missing a whole season or he's missing most of the season. It don't make no dang on sense. And it sucks. It sucks because it takes away from football because you got one of the best quarterbacks always hurt. It takes away. And then I'm hoping he's healthy because like I'm not a hater of the Chiefs, but I want somebody else to represent the AFC besides the Chiefs. I'm it's getting old. Every time I feel like the Chiefs is going to not make it to the Super Bowl, they make it to the Super Bowl. It's getting old. So I want to see somebody else. I want to see the Bills. I want to see the Ravens or whoever, the Texans, the Colts, whatever, whoever. It don't matter to me. Your Vikings are weak at the cornerback position, but the truth is there's a ton of teams that's weak. Yeah, that's true. Carson blew it last game. Yeah, the 2 interceptions in the first half was terrible. Who's your third string quarterback? Max Brosmer. Max Brosmer. KLC won't run the ball. He wants to play quarterback football. Mike Zimmer 2.0, stubborn as yes. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, Cody, if he doesn't want to establish the run, guess what's going to happen? He's going to lose his job eventually. Because I'm telling you right now, the top teams in the NFL, they run the ball. Every top team, I'm talking about the best teams in the NFL, they run the ball. And even if it's not successful, they still stay at it, bro. They stay at it enough to keep the defense honest. That's the way you keep the defense honest when it comes to their pass rush because you can't overcommit because if you overcommit on your rush, guess what? That running back could run right past you, bro. And then you get torched for a big game. So that's what keeps the defense honest. That's why I be like trying to say, like, when I be and a lot of people in the chat, when we say in the red zone, run the dang ball. Not even just the red zone. Throughout the whole listen, run the ball. Doesn't matter if you on your side of the field, the opposing side of the field, run the dang ball. That's all. You can't win games kicking field goals, though. That's a fact. That's why we got to finish with touchdowns. We do need to run the ball more. Facts. You're 100 right. Wentz has to perform when the defense does take advantage. Your team is better than your record shows. Yeah. Well, my goodness, we got an Eagle fan in the building. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Like, nah. Outside of the penalty, Brindle missed hold on Grenard, wild snap, 2 defensive breakdowns, and Carson 2 picks. We played a damn good game. We need to be more disciplined and stop the turnovers. Yeah, I think the turnovers was a big, but the problem is we still was in the game, bro. Even with the 2 interceptions, bro, we was in the game. I just feel like our offense has to finish with touchdowns, bro. That's like my bull purple. We have to finish with touchdowns. And can you leave in the comments, anybody in the comments, what does the Vikings on offense have to do when they're in the red zone to finish with a TD instead of a field goal? In your opinion, what do they have to do? Because it's very heartbreaking when you go on an 11-play drive. You drive all the way down the field. And then all of a sudden, guess what? Hold on. Can y'all hear me? You drive all the way down the field on an 11-play drive, and then you kick a field goal because you can't finish the drive. Can y'all hear me? I just want to make sure y'all can hear me. 5x5 in the chat. 5x5 in the chat. Can y'all hear me? Just want to make sure. Why was Mattel? Yeah, that was a misplay, bro. Burrow is very accurate. I love Burrow. Listen, bro. If it wasn't for JJ McCarthy, if we had Joe Burrow, bro, I know Viking fans, bro, we would go crazy, bro. We would go crazy. Hey, listen, I'd be so hyped. If we had Joe Burrow. Hey, listen, make sure our offensive line is on point. We good. We gonna win a Super Bowl, bro. Real talk. That's how much I think Joe Burrow. That's how good I think Joe Burrow is. If that man has a decent offensive line, he's going to pick you apart and he's going to destroy you. It's nothing. He's one of those good. He's a great quarterback that can't stay healthy. That's the problem. The Vikings have won 3 playoff games and oh my gosh, too evil. That is crazy. That's it. I don't even know what to say. Why was Mattelli play? Yeah, that play was a mixed cover. I think it was a broke. I think the coverage was just something happened where there was miscommunication. That's the best thing I can say about that play because you shouldn't have Josh Metellus on the best wide receiver on the Eagles 1-on-1. But I need everybody that's in the building. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. We're going live for absolutely every game. Everybody's welcome to this YouTube channel. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. But I want to say this as a big-time Minnesota Viking fan, respectfully speaking. Hey, listen, when we play your team, I know it's looking bad right now. We're going to beat the brakes off your team. The Chargers is next. We're going to beat the brakes off of them. It is what it is. Just run the ball 4 times. You have Mason for a reason. Use him. Okay. Hey, when is Joel Embiid going to play? Be traded to be better teams. Yo, as a big-time Sixer fan, they're not trading Joel Embiid, I don't think, anytime soon. And I will be live on my other YouTube channel. By the way, if anybody's interested in basketball or baseball or boxing, I will be live on Mike Sports Vibes Ballin' is my other YouTube channel, and I will be doing a play-by-play for the Sixers' first game of the season versus the Boston Celtics. And I'm looking forward to it because I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it all the way real, y'all. As a big-time Viking fan, honestly, my favorite sport is basketball. A close second is football. And I missed basketball. Even though my Sixers ain't win since 1983 and my Sixers always lose, it is what it is. I'm just, it don't make sense, man. All the teams that I cheer for haven't won besides the Phillies. All my teams keep losing, bro. All my teams lose. All my teams lose besides the Phillies. They won in 2008. But it's like all my teams keep losing, bro. And I'm a big Sixer fan. But my team always loses. Or there's injuries. They either lose or there's injuries. But y'all know, as a Sixer fan, we'll see what happens. We're going to take one day at a time. This is my other YouTube channel, everybody. If you want to watch me do the play-by-play today, check out that channel. Even if you have to go for it on 4th down, KLC is never aggressive. That is true. He never goes for it. If it's 4th and 1 on their side, I would do it. Like if we're like at the 50-yard line, like midfield, like I will go for it. But if it has to be short yardage, and I don't know, man. I think KLC has to listen. We got 2 of the best tackles, bro. We have 2 very good guards, in my opinion. I know the center positions are only weakness right now. We're healthy now, so let's run the dang ball, bro. What's the point of paying all this money on the offensive line if you're not going to run the ball? Like, come on. Let's be realistic here. Don't need to hear a fantasy. Hey, listen, bro. Respectfully, it could be a fantasy, but it's just my opinion. And the one thing about your boy is I'm gonna talk my talk regardless of what anybody says. I'm gonna keep it real because I'm keeping it real in my eyes. I'm keeping it real how I think, and I'm gonna keep talking that talk that I think is real. I think the Vikings is a good team. I think the Vikings could make the playoffs still, and we're just gonna take one game at a time. Just because you don't think it's realistic doesn't mean I have to think the way you think. Everybody's going to think differently. Having a Jamar and T. Higgins helps. Yes, that does help. It's simple. We need a stick to fundamentals. We don't try to run the ball on 1st down. I don't think I've seen a single action boot to either side and toss to the back. You know what? That's a good point. We say it's simple, though, Purple, but KLC makes it like it's rocket science. So we might think it's simple, but I love what you said. The first thing you said, it's simple. We need to stick to the fundamentals. No, and that's another thing because we always get into those short yardage, right? It'd be like 3rd and 2 or 3rd and 3, and then we'll have a false start, or we'll have a stupid penalty, a holding penalty or something. So it's like we got to make sure the penalties don't happen. That's another thing, though. We have to make sure we don't get no penalties. And I would love to run the boot to either side. That would be awesome. And yeah. And I would like to see, correct me if I'm wrong, yo. Have we been running any running back screens? Like, have we done any running back screens lately? Randy Moss is the best Viking ever. Hey, listen, I'm a Viking. Listen, that's my guy. Randy Moss is my number 1 player of all time. I'm a big Randy Moss guy, but there's a lot of other greats, though. There's a lot of other greats. After that, then go to the past. Yeah, I agree, bro. You said the same thing about the Eagles. Hey, listen, bro, I did say the same thing, and I'm going to keep saying it, bro. I'm going to keep saying we're going to beat the brakes off of each team we play. and I hope my team can prove me right. Right now, it's been bad luck, not bad luck. It's been bad for us right now, bro. 9,000, but at the same time, I gotta keep rocking with my team regardless, bro. I'm not going to sit here and say that. I'm not going to say that. Oh, it's going to be a close. No, it's not going to be a close game. We're going to beat the brakes off them. That's how I feel, bro. That's how I feel. I'm an Eagles fan. Y'all should have ran more. Yes, yes, Zay. And Zay, make sure you go to my other channel. All the Eagle fans, if you're a Phillies fan or basketball fan, Sixer fan, make sure you go to this channel and subscribe. Subscribe on this channel. Subscribe on the other channel. I will be live for the first game, Celtics versus Sixers tonight at 7. I think 7:15. I'll be live for the game. The game starts at 7:30. But yeah, go check out that channel. Trying to catch up in the comments. We should have ran more. Cut Maxi. Yo, Mike, you going to any Sixer games? Oh, yes. I'm going. I don't know which ones, but I plan on going to a few Sixer games with my wife. Definitely going to go to a few Sixer games. I can't wait, man. I can't wait, man. The season is finally here. I'm so glad basketball is finally back, bro. I'm so glad. Edgecombe looks nice, bro. And I hope he proves everybody wrong because a lot of people, and I know this is a football channel, but I just want to put this out there. Everybody's so big on, and I'm not coming at any specific person. I'm just saying in generally speaking. People were trying to say that Ace Bailey was the answer. Let me tell you this right now. As a Sixer fan, I truly feel like Edgecombe was the best pick now more than ever. Because guess what? You need guards. You need athleticism. I know we need wings, but we do have Paul George. We're going to hope Paul George gets it together and stays healthy. But at the same time, we paid him big money, $200 and something million, and he needs to be healthy. But we need guards, bro. Because, all right, so after Jerry McCain, he got hurt. We did sign, what's the dang on Bull's name? What's the guy's name? We got Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe. I'm not sure if VJ Edgecombe's going to start. I feel like I should know this, and I don't know why I'm having a brain fart. The guy we just signed, our guard that took us a while to sign him. What is his name? I'm not going to look at the comments. I know y'all already got Quentin Grimes. So like having Quentin Grimes come back on a 1-year deal, and then you got to think of it like this. Like you need to have your guards. And the beautiful thing about VJ Edgecombe is he's 6'5", almost. I think he's like 6'6" almost. So he might be able to play the 3 sometimes. You never know. But shout out to everybody in the building. Maybe we can come up to Toronto for the game, or maybe go to Philly when. Oh yeah. Oh, you're a Toronto Raptors fan. That's what's up. Yeah, Canada. I never been to Toronto. I've been to Canada. I went to Canada one time, and I went to Canada. I went to go see Niagara Falls on the Canada side. I didn't see Niagara Falls on the U.S. side, which is crazy, but I saw it on the Canadian side, and it's beautiful. I wish I got to see it when it was dark, because they said it's way better when it's dark to go to Niagara Falls, but I see Niagara Falls when it was daytime. Still beautiful, though. Go Red Wings and Pistons. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure y'all go to my other channel, please. Go to my other channel, please. And make sure you hit the sub button on that channel. It's about to be lit over there. Grimes. Yup, Grimes. You're right. Grimes. This is my other channel. Go over there. We will be live on the channel today. All right, so you said, are you guys from what's up, Eric? Questionable. You said right tackle questionable. Brian O'Neill probably. I hope Brian O'Neill plays. Oh my goodness, I can't take these injuries on the offensive line anymore. Let's go Rams and Blues. Oh man. Hit the like button. Yeah, thank you so much for that. Blues hockey is the best. We'll see about that. And sounds like we like the same teams. That's crazy. That's what's up, man. Appreciate it. I'm a rarity though. Like it's not many fans from PA that are Viking fans, bro. This is rare. I only met like 3 Viking fans ever in Pennsylvania, bro. Dodgers or Jays? I got the Dodgers winning. Who do I want win? You know who I want to win? Respectfully, and it's nothing against the Dodgers, but it's a little bit personal because they beat us. I'm going for the Jays, bro. I just can't watch Wentz again. Hey, listen, we got no choice, bro. Hey, listen, we got no choice but to watch Wentz until J.J. McCarthy is healthy. So that's all we got to cheer for J.J. McCarthy to get healthy. Every win snap is Yo, did y'all see the one snap? And I got to give credit to Carson Wentz. Remember that one snap by Blake Brandon where he snapped the ball and it went over Carson Wentz's hands? I said, "Oh my goodness!" And luckily he jumped on the ball. That was a big play by Carson Wentz. So that could have been the third turnover if he didn't jump on that ball. So we got to give Carson Wentz some credit for that one play against the Eagles. Kind of some say mostly. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we do need to run some screens. Adrian Peterson is the best Viking I ever seen, and I watched him as a child. Zay. I have Adrian Peterson's jersey in the back. It's signed autograph. I also have Culpepper's autograph as well. I'm a big Adrian Peterson guy. Y'all know it, as you can tell. Yeah, great talent. Great talent. I don't think it's making it complicated. He has a vision of what he wants his offense to be, and when you try to pioneer something, it's confusing to those who don't share or know the vision. Yeah, that's true. That is 100% facts. Man, you could think that something's more complicated because you don't quite understand it. But I look at it like this though. When your offense can't score touchdowns, let's not make it let's just kind of simplify it. Let's kind of simplify the offense if you can't score touchdowns. You know what I mean? If you go to the red zone 6 times and you score one touchdown, I think that, yeah, it might not be complicated in his eyes, but it might be complicated to the player's eyes. It might be complicated to the point where you're not being successful enough when it counts. So if your offense is a little bit, you know, you have to think a little bit more. You know what I mean? You got to do a little bit more. You have to move around a little bit more. The route's a little bit more tricky. I don't know. But something that KOC is doing is wrong because they're not scoring touchdowns. So if you simplify just a tiny bit, maybe we could be a little bit more successful when it counts. And when it counts when we're in the red zone, we can't keep getting to the red zone and kicking 5 field goals. So he's going to have to change it up a little bit. And if he doesn't and we still struggle, then guess what? We're going to have a bad record. And guess what? And if JJ McCarthy looks bad, hey, guess what? Somebody might be getting fired. So he can think that what his plays are is the best way, the best vision. But sometimes as a good coach or a good game man, a good coach will manage the game and be like, yo, what I'm doing is not working out. It's not working out. And maybe I should simplify it so my players can run the offense and score touchdowns a little bit more. You know what I mean? But I get what you're saying, though. We think it's complicated. He might not think it is. But at the end of the day, if you're not scoring touchdowns, hey, listen, you got to change something up. You got to adapt. You got to change it up. I'm going to be center at Skull. Let's go, baby. Shout out to everybody in the building. Everybody that's in the building, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Oh, we got a super chat. My boy J Bob said, Eagles own you, go Bird. Hey, Joe. Hey, J Bob. I know you're a Sixer fan. Make sure you go to this channel. I got love for Philly. I got love for all the Philly fans because I'm a Philly fan at the end of the day besides football. Y'all know the vibes. Go subscribe to this channel. This is my Sixers, Phillies, Flyers channel. Go subscribe to that channel. I will be live on that channel later on today. But do not forget to hit the like button on this channel. Hit the subscribe button on this channel. And thank you so much for the super chat. Eagles own you. Go Birds. Man, I can't even disagree right now because we keep losing to the Eagles, bro. I can't even really counter that right now because we keep losing to y'all. So, but we'll beat y'all when it counts. When we play y'all in the playoffs, we're gonna beat the brakes off for y'all, respectfully speaking. He said Duncan Robinson would probably be our best 3-point shooter. He's great from range. I love Duncan. He don't play no defense though. Dodgers are too good, but I do want the Blue Jays. Yeah, I want the Blue Jays to win as well. I ain't gonna say her cap. Maybe because I'm hating a little bit. I ain't gonna lie. Maybe I'm hating a little bit, bro. I might be hating a little bit because I kind of want them to lose because they beat my team, bro. It is what it is. The Dodgers need to go down, baby. Baby. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Be going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. It's definitely going down. This is one YouTube family. Sports is designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. And I want to say again, we going live for every Viking game, and it's going to be lit. And we're going to beat the Chargers this Thursday, which is tomorrow. I'll be live for that game. Gotta get into the wheels. Is there? Yeah, gotta get to the players. Oh, I love that comment. Yeah, we'll see y'all there. I think the last time we beat the Eagles was, oh my gosh, don't tell me it was in 2018. Oh my gosh, how long ago was that? Prize, why you gotta put that in the comments? Please, don't do that, bro. Don't do that, man. Don't give these Eagle fans any more talking points. Vikings' biggest mistake was getting rid of Sam. Oh my goodness. How you going to get rid of someone that averaged 250 passing yards a game? You know what, bro? I get what you're saying, and I hear that comment every time I go live, and I understand why I hear the comment. But at the same time, the Vikings were on a mission to go get our guy, and his name is JJ McCarthy. Like I understand, and I'm trying. And look, I'm not going to put down Sam Darnold because he's having a very good season, bro. But I'm tired of hearing it. I ain't gonna lie. I'm tired of hearing it, bro. This is why I can't wait until JJ McCarthy comes back, bro, because I just want people to understand like this is like we were on a mission. We wanted to get our guy. Prior to that season, Sam Darnold was considered a bust. I know he's not a bust. He's a good quarterback. I ain't gonna say here and cat. But at the end of the day, the Vikings wanted a rookie. They wanted to draft their guy on a rookie contract and build a team, and maybe we can get a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? That way, instead of paying a guy $100 million or $100+ million, and then you still got holes on your offense, your defense and offense. So that's what the Vikings were thinking, man. They were just like, yo, we're not going to sign Sam. I'm pretty sure they put an offer out there, but Sam said, okay, y'all going. I don't know what the offer was. Nobody really knows, but I'm pretty sure the Vikings offered him something. But the problem was Sam Darnold was like, yo, I'm the guy. For like no disrespect to JJ McCarthy, I'm the guy. I'm not trying to sign over here to be a backup. Bro, I got y'all 14 wins. I was a big part of 14 wins. I'm not signing to be no backup, bro. I'm not waiting for JJ McCarthy to be healthy or good enough to. Nah, I want to have my starting job. I want to have my job stability at the quarterback position for another. I'll be the stability for another team at the quarterback position. And he chose the right answer. He chose the right answer. He went to the Seahawks and he's playing good. But the Vikings had their mindset on a rookie quarterback. Now, is it a mistake? We'll see. Right now, it looks bad because our guy hasn't played. But at the same time, we can't say it was a bad decision all the way because we don't know what we have at quarterback yet. And once we find out what we have at quarterback, I'm talking about JJ McCarthy, then we can better evaluate if it was a bad move or not. But we haven't seen enough of JJ McCarthy. We only seen how many games? We saw 2 games. That's it. So we'll see. We'll see. That's all I can say to that, bro. I understand everybody wants to keep bringing up Sam Darnold. I'm going to be honest with you. I understand why I hear it, but it is getting so frustrating because I understand even Viking fans are saying it because Sam Darnold is playing good and our guy hasn't played. So I understand it. But it sucks to hear about it constantly, every live stream. Like we hear it every live stream. I never heard like Sam Darnold, and it's you know what it reminds me of? The Kirk Cousins situation. Like even though we was moving on from Kirk Cousins, every live stream that I went live for, and I'm not coming at you specifically, I'm just saying in general. Like they will always bring up Kirk Cousins. I'm like, oh, bro, we about to draft a quarterback. Oh well, we should have kept Kirk Cousins. Oh, when he had one game good with the Falcons. Oh, we should have just kept Kirk Cousins. It's the same thing. It's the same thing almost. But right now we moved on and we're going to have to listen. We're going down with the ship. We drafted JJ McCarthy. If he's not good, we're going down with the ship. If he is good, all this stuff that we're talking about when it comes to Danny Dimes and Sam Darnold and Kirk Cousins and yada 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 ain't going to mean nothing, bro, because we made the right decision. And I think that JJ is going to be good, but he has to prove it. Um, Skull, we go into the playoffs where anything can happen. Facts, Fallout, facts. Let's go. No one believed in Oakland as when they put the team together, started rough and come together and went to many in a row. Now every team uses their strategies. Yeah, yeah, man. It ain't over. This season ain't over, bro. Hey, purple. I don't listen respectfully. Unless listen, we lose if we lose against the Chargers. I don't know, man. It might be over for us. I ain't gonna say in cat because we already in last place. But we beat the Chargers. You know I'm talking heavy in the comments, bro. You know I'm talking heavy to all the doubters, bro. Hey, we done? No, we not done. We not done. It's a wrap. We gonna win the Super Bowl. I don't care. I don't care. Sam Darnold is good. Yeah, he is good. Dude, stop bringing up Darnold, man. Yo, I can't even. Hey, prize ain't nothing we can do, bro. We just got to get our guy on the field. Ain't nothing. There's nothing we can do to stop people from talking about Sam Darnold and Danny Dimes because they know what we had last season. And J.J. McCarthy didn't play last season due to the injury, in my opinion. In this season, he hasn't played that much. So we going to have to live with it until our guy gets on that football field. Giants are food this week. Eagles getting that sweet revenge. Yeah, the Eagles look like they about to do something. Eagles are just the better team. They had a slump, but if a team as talent as the Eagles gets up, they going to win 8 of the. Sam Darnold played like absolutely 2 weeks in a row when we needed him the most. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Darnold will. Yeah, we'll see. Hey, listen. I ain't gonna sit here and hate though. I ain't gonna sit here and lie though. Do I want Sam Darnold to win a Super Bowl? I ain't gonna sit here and cat. Hey, listen, I'm gonna be the first one to tell you. No, if he wins a Super Bowl with the Seahawks, you know how big of a disaster that would be as a Viking fan. You know how bad that would be if Danny Dimes mess around and win a Super Bowl with the Colts. You know how bad that's gonna make us look. So, hey, listen, respectfully, I'm happy for them both, but do I want them to win a Super Bowl? No, I'm gonna keep it real. Hey, listen, if I sound like a hater, my bad. I'm just keeping it real, bro. Don't hey, listen. Hey, I'm just keeping it all the way real. I don't want them winning no dang on Super Bowl. Seahawks defense is legit. Yeah, they are legit. You ain't lying. They legit. Seahawks look good again. Yeah, they do look good. Eagles start clicking. But you can't sit here and say it's defense. Sam gets 200 by half. Yeah, Sam is a good quarterback. Like, let's keep it real. I'm not going to be. I'm a Viking fan. And listen, I'm being real. Sam is a good quarterback, but right now we not worrying about Sam, bro. We worrying about we worrying about Carson Wentz because he's our starting quarterback against the Chargers. And we're worrying about J.J. McCarthy getting healthy. Respectfully, Steve, we not worrying about no Sam Darnold. He ain't on our team. Good for him. Good for him doing what he's doing with the Seahawks. But respectfully, bro, and I'm pretty sure every Viking fan will probably agree with this. Most of everyone. We ain't worrying about him right now. Is he doing it for us? No. He's doing it for the Seahawks. So right now we got to focus on what we got. And we have a Carson Wentz, and we have a J.J. McCarthy, and we have a Max Browsmer. That's what we have. And we got to focus on what we have. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to hate. I'm just being honest. Everybody in the building, make sure you hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. You know what I'm saying? Sports is designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. But I would say as a big-time Minnesota Viking fan, you know what I'm saying? We will beat the brakes off your team, respectfully speaking. As a big-time Minnesota Viking fan, we will beat the brakes off your team. And if you beat us already, when we play you again, we're going to beat the brakes off your team. When we go against the Chargers tomorrow, I will be live for that game, and we're going to beat the brakes off the Chargers. They're the next victim. They're your victim. NFL is determined about team and Baker. Yeah, Stafford, they just was on the wrong team. Facts. I agree. I mean, Carson Wentz is okay. He all right. I'm gonna just say all right. He all right. I don't listen. Respectfully, I want to see my guy JJ McCarthy play. I ain't trying to hate on Carson Wentz. I'm cheering for the man he on our team, but I'm gonna keep it real. I want to see my guy, and that's JJ McCarthy. Darnold was a great regular season, so great season, just in choking the playoffs. What up? What's going on, bro? Find any ice yet? Wrap that thing up in ankle. Yeah, they not going to do that, man. They're going to be extra careful with JJ McCarthy, but I hope they can play him against the Lions, but I don't know what the heck is going to happen, bro. I really don't know. We'll see what happens. I know when he does play, he better be healthy. Like I don't want people thinking that I'm trying to rush him to play if he's not healthy. If he's not healthy, don't play the man. Like, real talk. Like, I don't want to see this man get hurt again. Like, no, no. Wait until this man's 100%. I don't want to say 100% because that's like probably impossible. But make sure he's in the 90s or whatever, or high 80s when it comes to the percentage of him being healthy. Bro, we talking about the NFL football. We can bring up football players. Yeah. Yeah. Like and subscribe. Yeah, thank you, Dom Avengers. Shout out to you, my guy. Dude, I sprained my ankle years ago. It hurts. You can't just get up and say, yeah, it's healed already. No, 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 no. It depends on the degree of the sprain. If it's a third degree sprain, you're down for a while. You're down for a while. It is what it is. You're right. I'm rocking with JJ until KLC says it's over for him. I am a king of this very ankle played our running back, much bigger deal for RBs than a quarterback. And if your team needs you a good and ibuprofen, some ice, a few weeks. Yeah, he's been out for a few weeks, so hopefully the swelling is down. Hopefully there's no swelling, and we'll see him probably next week. Hopefully. Bears are looking good. They improving. Lions, Packers look like two of the best teams. Yes, I think the Lions and the two best teams in the NFC, in my opinion, the three: Buccaneers, Lions, and Eagles. Just my opinion. I think it's the Eagles, Buccaneers, and Lions. In the AFC, man, I got the Colts number one. This is hard for the AFC, bro. I got the Colts. I don't even know who to pick when it comes to the AFC. Hey, but do you think JJ is a levels above Carson? Respectfully, you know what? I don't know if he is right at this moment, but I would say that he's a young quarterback and he has to develop by getting on that field and making mistakes. He is going to make mistakes, but I'd rather for my young quarterback to make mistakes than a veteran quarterback that's been in the game for 9 seasons and still making rookie mistakes. I think JJ McCarthy has a better, he can move a lot better. I think he has that it factor, and we'll just see. We'll just see. I think he's more accurate than Carson Wentz. I think that, but like I said, I'm trying not to say too much because I just got to see him on the field when he's healthy, and then we'll go from there. I do think that he is a better quarterback right now than Carson Wentz. Will he make some bad plays? Yes. But I think he's going to overcome those bad plays with a lot of great plays and show everybody that he's the real deal. Then he's 3 years away. They're both. Yeah. Well, Packers don't look good. They are barely beating and losing to bad teams. They are the green and fools gold Packers. Motel. Oh man, Chase wants to stop lying. Listen, please stop being up Danny Jones. He's a dog. Put some respect on it. I'm not beating up on Danny Jones. I'm not sure who you're talking. I'm not sure if you're talking to someone else in the chat, but I think Danny Jones is having a better season than Sam Darnold. If you want to compare the two numbers, I think Danny Jones is that was such a big deal to see Danny Jones do good because the man didn't start for the Vikings. Sam Darnold did. So for him to beat out the quarterbacks that's on the Colts right now and not just beat out the quarterbacks that's on the Colts right now, I think Anthony Richardson, and I don't know who the other guy is, but Danny Dimes put money on himself and said, yo, I'm going to go to another team and I'm going to flourish. And the beautiful thing about Danny Dimes is his team is the best, debatably the best team in the AFC right now. The Colts, by far, are one of the best teams, if not the best team in the AFC. So I'm not sure if you're talking about me about coming at Danny Dimes, but I got a lot of respect for Danny Dimes because I like going for the underdog. I got a lot of respect for Sam Darnold because I go for the underdog. I got a lot of respect for a lot of the quarterbacks that people write off. Like another quarterback that I think might end up getting traded and doing good on another team. Listen to this, y'all. Y'all heard it first. I just thought of something. Kyler Murray. After this season, he will be traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers. You heard it first. After this season, Kyler Murray will be traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let me say it one more time. Kyler Murray will be traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers after this season. Watch. Watch. Y'all heard it first. And watch he be good with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Y'all heard it first. Y'all heard it first from your boy. Watch. I might have to make a video about that. Watch. I like going for the underdogs though. I like seeing that because you know how people be trying to, and I hate using the bus word like, oh, this person's a bus. This person's not good. I hate using that word because I look at it like this. If you get to the NFL, you're better than I mean, even if your career isn't successful, that's an accomplishment, man. Because the NFL is the top of the top when it comes to professional football. When it comes to professional football, don't matter if it's college, it's the top. If you get there, even though you might not be successful at the highest level, you got there. Yes, it sucks for like a fan or a draft pick if he's like a top pick and you're like, oh man, he's not good. But I hate saying bust, and I like going for the underdog because just because he was not good on one team doesn't mean he's not going to be good on another team. So that's why I have so much respect for like Baker Mayfield. I got a lot of respect for Sam Darnold, Danny Dimes. I got a lot of respect for who's another quarterback that moved around? Geno Smith. That's another one, but Geno Smith ain't doing good with the Raiders right now. I feel like I'm missing a big name, y'all. Leave in the comments below. Who's an underdog that didn't do good on their first team but went to another team and did really good? Can y'all leave that in the comments? Name a quarterback that I didn't name. Geno Smith, Sam Darnold, Danny Dimes, Baker Mayfield. I can't think of nobody else. Is levels ahead of Carson when it comes to the ceiling. Oh yeah, of course. Moments are higher than floor. Yeah. JJ plays, he will elevate his floor above Winston. Bro, I'm trying to be careful with my words, bro. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I think JJ's better than him already, bro. Like, that's just my opinion, bro. Listen, he better than Carson Wentz already. And I'm not being disrespectful to Carson Wentz. That's just my opinion. Purple, that's just my opinion, bro. I know people ain't gonna agree with that. You know what I mean? But that's just my opinion. If Wentz plays, y'all lose by 14. You can't just get up and say, I'm good to go. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Smeagol in the building. Steve, keep that same energy when he faces adversity. Yeah. No lies, Packers are frauds. Are the Browns good? Are the Cowboys? You know what? The Cowboys offense is elite. Hey, listen, I know people don't want to give it. Their defense is not good. They're going to have to make a move prior to the trade deadline to try to help out the secondary or whatever, bro. Or pass rush, need a pass rusher. But the Cowboys offense is all that in the bag of chips. Let me say that one more time. The Cowboys offense is all that in the bag of chips. And Dak Prescott is playing lights out. You can say what you want about the Cowboys. As a Viking fan, bro, them Cowboys look good offensively. And Dak Prescott is throwing dimes to George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb. Yeah, listen, they looking good, bro. And George Pickens is looking very good. He looking like the number one wide receiver on the team right now. Let's just keep it real. Like, I'm a CeeDee Lamb guy, but, bro, it looking like George Pickens is the better receiver right now. I don't know. Do things his stupid high school career playing through injuries season. But you know what, though? I get it, though. High ankle sprains is not just a regular sprain. It's a high ankle sprain. And you don't know what degree of high ankle sprain. Like, is it a third degree? Third degree meaning the worst, second, or 1 degree. If it's a first degree, okay, he'll come back sooner than later. But if it's a second or third degree sprain, meaning your ankle went all the way over, like all the way, like this is your ankle, right? And it turns all the way like that. That's a third degree sprain. I had a third degree sprain when I was in the military. And when I tell you, when it comes to like, I had to do a miles march on a bad ankle, rucksack and everything. It's no joke, bro. Because you can't, it's hard to balance your ankle. It's hard to keep your foot straight because your ankle's gonna want to bend. It's no joke. My ankle is still jacked up still to this day, bro. My ankle is jacked up. Still to this day. But if you don't let it heal properly, it's very hard to come back, bro. Like, it is, especially if you hurt something in your ankle and you don't know, like a cartilage or something, just anything. You can mess something up if you don't let it heal. So, but them high ankle sprains, I'm not saying that JJ McCarthy isn't hurt. But what I will say is this: if he's 90% healthy, he needs to play. But everybody in the building, make sure you hit that like button, hit that like button, hit the like button. Everybody in the building, make sure you keep it respectful in the comments. Everybody is one YouTube family. Whether you disagree or agree with someone, trying to call anybody out their name, just keep it respectful in the comments. You know what I'm saying? That's all I ask. Keep it respectful in the comments. That's all I ask. You can't just include, but obviously, if you think you know. Anthony Richardson ruined his own career by his leadership and someone in the chat speaking low about him. You know what? Anthony Richardson, hey, listen, as a Viking fan, it was a big deal. A lot of Viking fans wanted Anthony Richardson. And like I said, Anthony Richardson can still go to another team and play good. Like, it just depends on what you have on your team and what kind of coach you have. If they give you an opportunity and you're a first round pick, like I think he's a talented quarterback. He just needs to go on the right team. And it's his mindset. It's his mind messed up because it's not just about talent. It's about your mindset. Do you have the mental toughness? Do you have the mindset to play quarterback at the elite level in the NFL? It's hard. And a quarterback is I'm gonna say that's the hardest position probably. It's the most responsibility, especially on offense. Green Bay Packers. Yeah, they probably are the best team, but not for long. Why Pittsburgh Steelers? No, I'm trying to catch up in the comments. My bad. I'm skipping some comments. It's no disrespect. That would be wild, but Tomlin, and Geno Smith. You think so? I could see that. I got a feeling that Kyler Murray's his last season with the Cardinals is this season. And I got a feeling, bro. I have a feeling that Tomlin's gonna go after him. But Geno Smith is a good one too. Drew Brees is clearly the best of all time in that. Yes, when the Chargers gave up, but the thing about him is not because he wasn't good. Like when he was with the Chargers, he was amazing. The only reason why the Chargers gave up on Drew Brees is because of injuries, bro. And they wanted to go to Phillip Rivers. They wanted to draft that guy. And Phillip Rivers was a good quarterback himself, but he wasn't Drew Brees. You know what I mean? And Drew Brees' prime, he wasn't Drew Brees. But they gave up on, and there's nothing wrong. You got to move on if you feel like the guy isn't going to be healthy. But Drew Brees came back. It was a shoulder injury, right? And Drew Brees went on to the Saints and won a Super Bowl. But it wasn't like for example, right? Geno Smith wasn't considered a good quarterback. Sam Darnold wasn't considered a good quarterback. Baker Mayfield, I guess you can kind of be iffy. He was a talented quarterback, but nobody really respected Baker like that prior to him going to like really the Buccaneers. And then Sam Darnold, and especially Danny Dimes. Danny Dimes was all right with the Giants. He beat the Vikings in the playoffs in a wild card game, but I feel like Drew Brees was on another level with the Chargers. Drew Brees was good with the Chargers, bro. It was literally just because of injury. I don't think they gave up on him because of talent. I don't know how old Drew Brees was at the time they gave up on him, so I have to do my research on that. But I don't think it was because they gave up on him because of talent. I think they gave up on him because of like injuries. But I get your point, though. When it comes to a team giving up on a player, he will be the ultimate one because the Chargers gave up on him and he went to the Saints. I want to say the Aints. And he won a Super Bowl. So that's definitely a good opinion. I love that because I didn't even think about Drew Brees. Drew Brees, he was and you know what's crazy? He wasn't the tallest quarterback. He didn't have the biggest arm in the world. He just got the job done. That's one thing about Drew Brees. That's why when people be like, "Oh my gosh, his arm isn't the strongest. He's not the tall." Bro, can you play football or not? It just comes down to that. Can you play football or not? Drew Brees was not the biggest quarterback. Straight up. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Appreciate y'all. We about to get off this live stream. Everybody in the building, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you a Viking fan or not, you're welcome to the YouTube channel. This is one YouTube family. All I ask is to keep it respectful in the comments and just have fun in the channel, man. This is supposed to be a family. We can disagree and all that, but just keep it respectful in the comments. That's all I ask. Just keep it respectful, have fun, respect each respect each other. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, they get worked up when they disagree with something and they be like, oh, you're this and that, man. Bro, everybody's entitled to have their own opinion. Just like people think I'm an idiot because I think Randy Moss is the greatest wide receiver of all time. I'm entitled to have my own opinion. People think I'm an idiot because I think that's the case. And then when I try to break it down and tell them like, oh, well, in my opinion, he is because of this and this and that, they're like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. So, I mean, everybody got their own opinion. Everybody's entitled to have their own opinion. But that's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Appreciate y'all. The thing is, Breeze was accuracy and will win. Yes, his heart was second to none. Yes, I love Drew Brees, and prior to him going to the dang on Saints, I wish the Vikings would have went after him or something. Shoot. Chargers for the win tomorrow. Oh, Goku. Don't do that, bro. Hey, Goku. Don't do that. That's why Vegeta be beating up Goku all the dang on time. That's why Vegeta be beating up Goku all the dang on time. See, you coming with them comments, I'm going to go get Vegeta. Prince of all Saiyans. Does he do the Kamehameha? Prince of all Saiyans. Kamehameha. Yeah. Randy Moss is the greatest of all time. It's not just your opinion. Hey, yeah, that's just, hey, listen, man. Hey, listen. People go and say Jerry Rice, and I ain't mad at them, but I always say, listen, man, and I ain't going to bring it up. I ain't going to bring up the dang on debate. I'm not going to bring up what I'm about to say, but salute to everybody that's in the building, man. This was a very awesome live. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that's vibing with your boy. And yes, I will be probably live tomorrow. Definitely, I will be live tomorrow. I'm not sure what time I'll be live tomorrow. I might do a pregame show. I might not. But I will be live for the Chargers versus Vikings game. But yeah, shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Appreciate y'all, man. I have a lot of respect and a lot of love for each and every one of y'all. Y'all my YouTube family. Let me read some more comments. Purple said the thing. Yeah, I read that already. I'll be rereading comments. Randy Moss is just facts, bro. Facts, bro. Let's go. How quick people seem to forget these days. As a Lions fan, I've heard everything about golf from being trashed. Oh, yes. That's another one. Golf in Stafford. Because Matthew Stafford, people try to say, oh, he's never going to be a good quarterback. And Matthew Stafford went to the Rams and won the Super Bowl. That's not Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff. That's another one. Facts, bro. Oh man, I love Antonio Brown. Antonio Brown got to get himself together though, man. I love Antonio Brown. Prayers to him, bro. It's facts. Yeah, personally for me, it's Terrell. I love Terrell Owens. I seen that man put 180 on one leg. Oh yes, different with the Eagles. I know what you're talking about. I think it was a playoff game, right? You talking about a playoff game, Zay? Yes, you're right. You're right. See you, man. See you, Chase one. Antonio Brown was the best for 3 years. Randy was the best for whole. Let's go, Steve. He said golf is very, very good. Yes, I love golf. I think golf is a very good quarterback. What to argue with Mike to Chase? Yeah. Ain't nothing to argue. Hey, bruh. Ain't nothing to argue about. But shout out to everybody in the building. I'm giving a salute to everybody that's in the building. Thank you again for all y'all support. Make sure y'all hit that like button on your way out. Hit the subscribe button on your way out. Everybody's welcome to this YouTube channel. And if you know anybody that likes good vibes, if they're a Viking fan or if they just like good vibes, tell them to go subscribe to Mike Sports Vibes. And my other channel is called Mike Sports Vibes Balling. I will be live for the game tonight. Sixers versus Celtics tonight. But peace out, y'all. Have a wonderful day. And as always, God bless. You got Moss. What other receiver is now an adjective? Nobody. Let's go.